it. This is your upper and glute mix. Now for today, you will need dumbbells and a bench, chair, couch, coffee table, something of the sort. If you absolutely do not have one of those, please do not worry. I will let you know what you can do instead, okay? A band is also optional if you want a little bit more resistance. But other than that, let's go ahead and talk about pre and postnatal. So if this does not apply to you, please go right on in to today's workout. Now, pregnancy, postpartum, some of the moves, depending on if you have a bench, chair, couch, whatever it is. If you don't, then the move has to be on the ground, okay? So if you don't have one of those and you know you're gonna be on the ground, pregnancy, if being on your back bothers you where you're at, then go ahead and place something underneath your upper back. A pillow, rolled up towel, blanket, a Bosu ball, something of the sort, just to help elevate you up a little bit, okay? Other than that, as always, please make sure that you are watching for your core. Any signs of intolerance, coning, bulging, doming, a sinking in of this midline, and even your pelvic floor, make sure that you adjust or modify the move. Other than that, let's go right on into today's workout. We're gonna get started with some trunk twists right here. Now, pregnancy. Further on in pregnancy you get, twisting can get a little bit more uncomfortable. It can also cause some round ligament pain. So I want you to make sure you are doing this gently and you're paying attention to how it feels, okay? If it's too much, then right here, I want you to just work through that upper back, okay? If it's too much, just stay right here, all right? So for today, you got a total of 5 exercises. 2, 1, give me a good squat down. You're gonna fold it all the way, okay? And repeat. So like I said, 5 exercises. You have 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest, and you're repeating for 4 times. Now, the moves that we're doing, they're compound, okay? So either A, we're working the same muscle group, or B, we're working 2 different ones, okay? But we're doing them at the same time, all right? Now, if anything's unilateral, don't worry, we'll get the other side whenever we repeat, okay? Go ahead and give me some hinges here. So stick it back. I want you to aim for that high bar stool chair. Bring it back up. Core is nice and engaged here. Get that chest over the ground, okay? Right here, aim for that high bar stool chair. Get a nice good stretch in those glutes and hammies for me. I hope you are doing amazing today. Had a great weekend. And if you've never worked out with me before, hi. My name's Bree. I do talk a lot in my workouts, okay? Come on down, give me a good down dog right here. I want you to pedal it out with your feet, okay? I do talk a lot. It's because I wanna make sure you're getting the most out of the workout. And in order to do that, you need to do the right form. So I cue a lot, okay? That doesn't mean that you have to stop doing what you're doing. You just listen and adjust accordingly, okay? Go ahead, come on down. I need you to thread. So you're taking one arm under, bring it up. Right here. Pregnancy, just go with what feels comfortable, okay? If going all the way down is too much with baby, just stay right up here and twist, or you can even go this way. All right, totally okay to do. Try and get that shoulder down if you can. It's not a big deal if you cannot. I promise. And go ahead, bring it down to the ground. We're gonna get these glutes warmed up a little bit. Rotate, give me a nice good glute bridge. Good job. Now, like I said, you're gonna need a chair, a bench, a couch, coffee table, something of the sort, because we do have moves that we're gonna use it for, okay? But however, there are ways to do it without one if you don't have it, okay? We're gonna take a break here in 2, 1, good job. Okay, so move 1 is actually where I do want you to have this out if you're able to. If you do not have it, do not worry, I will show you what to do, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna do a row kickback, okay? I will show from the side here in just a second, but you're gonna come down onto the bench. We're doing one side, we'll get the other side when we repeat. You're gonna row up for me. You're gonna give me 2 rows. Stop at the top of that 2. Give me 2 tricep kickbacks down repeat. You're staying on this side for the whole 40, then we flip it, okay? Now, if you do not have a chair, couch, bench, something of the sort, you're gonna come on down, load up one leg right here. You're gonna row it and kick it back, okay? Same thing, you just have to have a little bit more legs involved there, okay? You got less than 10, so pick your weight appropriately. I'm gonna grab 2 different ones because I'm not really sure. And if you feel like you need to change the weight out, ready? Let's go, give me 2 rows, 2 kickbacks. So stop at the top of that 2. There you go. Now, real quick, if you're like, I have to use lighter weight for this kickback, that is a-okay. If you need to, just do your 2 rows, 1, 2, drop it, grab the other one, the lighter weight, and then kick it back, okay? That is totally okay to do. In fact, I'll do that. That one I could do if I had less reps I needed to use, but doing good. Core is nice and engaged here for me, okay? Weight is in that hand, relax, awesome job. So now you're just gonna go to the other side. So if you're not using something, you're just gonna switch legs, okay? Switch your stance. Now when it comes to this move, I really need you engaging your back through this row, and I'm gonna talk you through that. You just adjust as I talk, all right? Get ready, in 2, 1, row it out for me. 2 rows, 2 tricep kickbacks, and again, if you need to, drop the weight after the 2 rows, pick up a new one for those kickbacks, okay? Totally okay to do. So when it comes to a row, first things first, the more over the ground your chest is, the more you're gonna work your back, okay? That's why it's important to get as much as you can in a good hinged position here. When you're using the bench, your weight is in this front hand, okay? You're not leaning back like this. Weight's in the front hand. As you row, let your shoulder blade, okay? Your little wing here, let it go towards your shoulder first, then pull your elbow up, let your elbow drop, let that shoulder blade relax, okay? Go ahead and relax. Now, if you're like, wait, hold up, I have to do that whole move, just get used to it. If you're not used to rows or you feel like you're not feeling it as much in your back, focus on breaking it down first. Even if you don't get as many reps in, break it down first, then pick up the pace once you get used to it, okay? Other side, and let's go. Core is nice and engaged. No rounding, no arching in that back. All right. I was about to do a fly there. Now, as you're doing the kickback, I want you to focus on trying to keep that elbow up the whole time. So sometimes people they'll kick back like this and then they'll bring the elbow down. Try and keep it up just like that, okay? That's gonna get a little bit more engagement. 1, for those triceps, but 2, also for your back. And relax, I'm just gonna finish this. There we go. All right, you're gonna go to the other side. Remember, bring that shoulder blade in. Let it hug that spine, okay? It wants to. Let it hug it. Let it show it some love, okay? So you're gonna go row, row, kick back, ready? And let's go. Let your arm fully extend out. Pull it to row it. And then go into those kickbacks. Keep that elbow up, squeeze that tricep. I need you to control these moves, okay? So gravity, you're working against gravity, all right? Especially in this hinged position. So gravity is gonna wanna take that weight and slam it down, okay? Fight against gravity. You're gonna get a whole lot more work when you do that, okay? You're doing great for me. And rest it for me. Now, your next move, you have a minute, is gonna be a hip thrust. Okay, we're gonna kind of do, whoop, a little weird way of moving that, huh? We're gonna do a couple different variations of this, solely because we're gonna get those muscles going just a little bit. Now, if you're like, hold up, wait, don't have a bench, you're just gonna do glute bridge. You're still gonna do the same cues that we're doing, you're just doing it from the ground, okay? So, I'm gonna grab my weight in just a second, but when you're getting set on your chair, couch, bench, whatever it is, you want the edge of the bench, chair, couch, whatever. I'm just gonna say bench from now on, you guys know what I mean? You're gonna want it right where that bra line is, okay? So what you wanna do, you wanna make sure that when you come up, you're at a 90-degree angle at your knees. If you're further out, you're gonna feel your hammies Further in, it's gonna be too hard. So go ahead and get set up for me. Weight's gonna be right here, pregnancy up here, okay? 2, 1, let's go. Now, I want you to keep your gaze straight out. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna scoop that pelvis and engage your glutes at the top. Down, don't arch that back. Scoop, squeeze, and come up, okay? Now, sometimes people will say they're doing a hingy hip thrust. And this is where they actually like literally use their hips as a hinge and their whole torso and head move as one line. However, I find that people tend to hyperextend in their low back when they do that. If you can do it without hyperextending and it feels better for you, then do it. Relax. So the next thing we're gonna do, I'm gonna grab weight for this next one. We're gonna take it slow. Nice and slow. I want you to do a nice, good 5 count going down, okay? I'm gonna grab my weight. Get ready for 2, 1, go. So start up for me actually. Go ahead and come up here and start up. Come down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now scoop as if you're tucking your glutes under you. Come up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold in 1, 2, 3. Let's go back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're not gonna get as many reps in. Make that your tempo. 5, hold for 3. You got it. And rest. Now, you're gonna pick the pace up a little bit, okay? So a little bit faster than the first one, definitely faster than that one, but I don't want you going crazy. All right, we're not a buck and bowl. We're not trying to thrust the weight off of our hips, okay? Nice and controlled, but pick the pace up a little bit, okay? Get ready, and let's go. So about like a 2-2. And I mean like counting 2-2, not a skirt 2-2. There you go. Make sure that you are scooping that pelvis. Tuck those glutes underneath of you, okay? What I don't want though is for you to feel like you have to touch the ground with your glutes, because oftentimes you're gonna lose good bracing and good engagement. Really scoop up those glutes. There you go. And woo! Now this next one. And again, remember, if you're not doing this, you're doing this all on the ground, like a glute bridge. Okay, you're still doing the same tempo we are, you're just doing a glute bridge. You're gonna do CAS. So CAS is like a pulse, basically. All right, you're gonna start up, you're gonna go down just a little bit, and shoot right back up. Ready? So start up, rotate that pelvis, make sure that you got your glutes scooped. Go down, just about a little bit, come back up. Why don't you go down just a few inches, scoop back up. Right here. Now same thing, glute bridge. You're on the ground still. You're doing it too. You're just down here. Rotate, you're starting up. You're going down, up. Little, little. All right, keep going. I'm gonna rep this out or finish this without weight because I don't have time to get that weight loaded again. And relax. Awesome job. So coming up next, we're still gonna need whatever you got, all right? We're gonna do a tabletop lat pullover. So you're going back into that same position, all right? Right here, you can relax back this time though. Then you can give me a nice good lat pullover. All right, so 1 or 2 dumbbells, completely up to you. I need your core locked in tight. All right, glutes have to be locked in tight. Now, if you do not have your doohickey that you're gonna use, you're coming on down, you're going back to that glute bridge, all right? What you're gonna do, rotate that pelvis. You're gonna come up right here. You're gonna hold your glute bridge, and you're just gonna be right here, okay? You got less than 5. And let's go. So I need your glutes engaged, your core engaged. What I do not want your hips to start rocking. I don't want your glutes to start dipping. I don't want an arch in that low back. And I don't want your ribs flaring out. So try and force them down. If you're like, wait, I cannot go that low though without my ribs popping up or my low back arching, then only go as far as you can, okay? I care way more about the form and the muscles functioning how they should than you trying to go for full range of motion and not have good form. Relax. Good job. Gonna do that again. If you can up weight, up weight. If not, totally okay, stay where you're at. If this is bothering you with your doohickey, go down to the ground. Glute bridge, totally okay to do. 1 or 2 dumbbells, all right? If you're on the ground, do not let the dumbbells hit the ground. If you can go that low, stop right before the ground. Get ready, let's go. Slight bend in your elbows here. I need your gaze directly above you or slightly at an angle, all right? Keep those ribs down. Also, as you pull the weight up, think about a small crunch of your ribs down towards the top of your hips, okay? Make sure you're breathing, never hold your breath. Nice and controlled movements here, okay? Remember, get those ribs down. Good job. You're doing great. You're doing awesome. Okay, so again, glutes are engaged. Don't let them drop, all right? Keep them up. Hips are locked, core is engaged. If you can, brace and hold that brace. Ready? Let's go. Exhale. As you come up, really bring your ribs down towards your hips. Get a little core working here. If you didn't know, your glutes are considered part of your core. A lot of muscles that we work or that we've been working are actually considered part of your core. So if you want, consider this an ab workout too. You're doing great. Keep a slight bend in those elbows. Don't let the weight control you, you control it. Good job. Guess what? One more time. That's all you got. One more time, this one's gone. And then you only have 2 more left, okay? You're doing great. Breathe for me. If you want a challenge with this last one, slap a band on your legs or place weight right here. If I can see, do not place weight on your hips. All right, ready? Squeeze those glutes, let's go. Ribs are down, there we go. Breathe for me, breathe for me. Never hold your breath, all right? Olympic weightlifters can do that. I do not want anybody doing normal, regular exercise to do that. You're increasing what's called intra-abdominal pressure, which is why it's so good for Olympic weightlifting. It helps with keeping everything nice and supported, rigidity. But in regular exercise, especially for moms, it makes our pelvic floor relax. It makes our pelvic floor go nuts and not in the good way, okay? Our pelvic floor maintains a lot of intra-abdominal pressure. That's one of its rules. And so when you're increasing that intra-abdominal pressure, and if you already have struggles with it from pregnancy, it's not gonna like you. All right, load the weight up here. You're giving me a squat, overhead press. All right, that's it. Simple, sweet, to the point. Yeah, less than 15, but yeah, like I said, in pregnancy, regardless of how fit you are, you have less than 10, your pelvic floor, your whole core overall takes a hit, all right? I don't care how much you worked out in pregnancy, it still takes a hit. Get ready, get set, let's go. Down, up, there we go. It still takes a hit, okay? Now, the degree to which it takes a hit does depend on what you've done during pregnancy for it. However, your pelvic floor, your whole core overall is very fragile after pregnancy, after delivery, regardless of whether you gave birth vaginally or C-section, all right? And it's in a very compromised state. If you decide to hold that breath with relax, pelvic floor issues, if you're battling it out, or you have diastasis recti, the mama pooch, you're gonna make it worse, okay? So, back into it. To modify this, lessen up the weight, reduce the range of motion, okay? Ready? Let's go. Pregnancy, as long as you remain in good core control, no signs of intolerance, you're good, all right? Make sure for this move, your feet are a little bit wider than hip width, okay? Rotate that pelvis, core is engaged, slight hinge. Come down, about 90, push back up. Here, I need your chest proud, meaning I don't want this. Nice and proud, push through, all right? And relax, good job. Move around, you don't want that blood pool, okay? We're gonna go back into it. In 3, get set, let's go. Down, push through. Core is nice and engaged. Do not arch back, your ribs stay down, okay? Here's another thing. Because of pregnancy, we tend to get what's called rib flare, okay? Now rib flare can contribute, actually, it can contribute to your bras not fitting properly, okay? But anyway, so typically moms already have their rib flare happening, and then when they're doing exercise, sometimes they flare out even more. So I need you to kick that down, lock your ribs in, okay? Act like you're trying to do a mini contraction of them to the top of your hips the whole time. Relax, okay? Sometimes that mental image of, okay, keep them down, helps a ton. Then you can see, ooh, right there is like my good mobility, because after that, I have to do it because my shoulders don't have the mobility to go any further, okay? They don't have the mobility, or they don't have the strength. Ready? And so my body has to compromise by allowing other things to move and take over so that it can do what I'm trying to make it do. Which lets you know what you need to work on. Breathe for me, you're doing great. You're almost done, and then guess what? One final move, and you will need your doohickey again. So I'm gonna call it the doohickey. Whatever you're using, if you do not have your doohickey, go ahead and relax. And by doohickey, I mean anything, bench, chair, couch, you get it, right? If you do not have that, you're gonna do it. I'll show you in just a second. You're gonna do a Bulgarian RDL with a hammer curl. Weight will go in the opposite arm. All right, opposite arm of the leg that's out. So, sit up, edge of your chair, bench, couch, doohickey. Step out, that's your point right there, okay? Other leg is gonna go up. Now, if you need to adjust it from here, adjust it from here, or what feels comfortable, okay? You're gonna hinge, give me a good RDL here, squeeze, come up, hammer curl. Palm faces inward, okay? So you're not curling here with palm to the sky, neutral grip, down, back into it, okay? Get ready and get set. You got 3. Ready? Let's go. Now, I will show without it in just a second. You're coming down. Nice, good squeeze here. Hammer curl up. Down. I'm gonna adjust that because I do not like my foot being that much on. Anyway, if you're not doing it with a doohickey, you're gonna offset, okay? A little small offset here. You're gonna give me a single leg RDL. Come on up, hammer, okay? When it comes to the RDL, whether it's on the bench or not, I need you to have a good hinge here at the hips. You're aiming for a high bar stool chair to go boop and touch it, okay? You're coming down, keeping the weight close. Go ahead and relax. Keep the weight close to your body, mid-shin or just above. Squeeze, push through the middle of your foot. Whole foot's on the ground, push through the middle. Squeeze your glute. All right, core is nice and engaged. Get ready, other leg, let's go. You're gonna bring it down. Squeeze to come up. Hammer curl. Control the movement. If you need to hold on to a wall, a table, a countertop, a chair, do it. Good job. Breathe for me. Control this movement. You've got this. Now, if you feel weeble wobbly, it is okay. All right, if you feel like you can't control the weeble wobble, don't use a doohickey, okay? Go to the ground or use the doohickey, go ahead and relax. But instead, do it without weight. Get used to the form. Because you gotta think, you're setting your body up in a position where it's now, it has one main source of support, okay? Yes, it has some support back here, but this is where all the weight's going, okay? Back to the other side. And let's go, I gotta up it. But whenever you do unilateral work, your body has to kick on and do like overdrive, all right? So, it's trying to balance you. It's trying to stabilize you. It's trying to help you do the move that you're wanting it to do. So yes, and especially a lot of the muscles, ligaments, tendons in your ankle are also trying to help with the balancing as well. So you might feel a little weeble wobbly, that's okay. But again, if it feels like it's too much, drop the weight, use a wall, use a chair, whatever you gotta do for some support. And woo, just don't forget, push your hips back. All right? Hinging is a functional movement. That's what you're doing in an RDL. You're hinging. Moms do it all the time, or we're supposed to. All right, get ready. Let's go. There we go. If you think about it, hinging, you should do hinging, loading, unloading the dishwasher. Sometimes we do it to pick up toys or pick up a passy, pick up a diaper, whatever it is, right? So hinging is a functional movement, and we gotta get that nailed down because that is something so crucial that can help moms so much in pregnancy and in postpartum. And relax. That is it. Just gonna pull down. Pretty simple, little workout there. You know, go ahead, go buy a wall or something if you need it. We're gonna do a quad here, okay? So if you need to hold on to something, hold on to something. I don't want you folding forward like this. Nice, tall, proud here. I need you to grab at the base of your shin, not your foot, not your shoe, base of your shin, pull that heel close. If you cannot feel the stretch, kick the knee back and pull close, all right? Issue is if you pull on your foot, your shoe, you are going to pull on ligaments and tendons in that ankle, which can lead to instability and therefore injury later, okay? Especially because not a lot of people work on their ankles. They don't work on strengthening them properly, and therefore they're already kind of not the strongest, all right? Go ahead and switch. So I do not want you pulling on that, all right? There you go. I decided after the kind of go workouts in the past, like what, 2 weeks? Bring it down a little bit. Bring it down a little bit. Now, if you want more workouts, come join the Momma Fit Community, all right? Momma Fit Community is an online community for mamas. For support, accountability, I'm in there every day except for Thursdays and Sundays. Those are my days off. I do post, prenatal, postnatal, nutrition, general fitness. Go ahead and relax. Step it out wide for me. Why don't you come to one side here? If you want to, you can also just come to the ground. That's a little bit easier. But I do prenatal, postnatal, general fitness, nutrition, recipes, but we also go live. We have live workouts every Saturday except for the Saturday that I go live in here, over here on YouTube. Go ahead and switch. If you want more motherhood fitness stuff, come on over to social media. I do prenatal, again, prenatal, postnatal, general. I do workouts, topics, general motherhood stuff. So come on over. And this month, go ahead and push it up for me. Just go down as low as you can. This month, it's at the very end, the Momma Fit Revival program launches. Now this program is meant for mamas who are at least 12 weeks postpartum, okay? At least 12 weeks postpartum. Come on down to a deep stretch for me here. Push it out. Nice and easy, 360 breath here. Let the pelvic floor lengthen and relax. If you don't know what 360 breathing is, or even TVA breathing, bracing, go to that functional movement workout. I don't know if I've already mentioned this, but go to the functional movement playlist, look for deep core. The first 3 exercises, that's all you need to know, okay? I think it's the first 3, but breathe easy. But the Momma Fit Revival, it is a 6-week-long program. It is not gonna be on YouTube, all right? This program is actually going to be locked down in the Total Momma Fit bundle. However, before it gets locked down, I'm gonna open it up for a challenge. So anybody can get access to it and do the challenge with us. It's gonna be 6 weeks. We go through different training phases each week. There's building blocks. There are gonna be trackers to help you progress, to help you track absolutely everything that's gonna happen, calendars, etc. okay? It is launching at the end of this month. I'll say the challenge signups are launching at the end of the month, and then we start the actual program in March. So, super excited for it. I'll be posting more info about that later, like in the upcoming weeks. So keep your eyes peeled, or you can join my newsletter and you'll get notified about all of it. Or if you join the Momma Fit Community, you get notified about it before anybody else does. So pretty cool. Go ahead and sit down. We're kind of in that one for quite some time, huh? All right, go ahead and kick one arm over for me. We're just gonna stretch here. Nice, easy, relaxed. Can you believe it's already everywhere? That's so crazy. How are you doing? How are your goals going? I'm gonna move this real quick. Switch sides. How are your goals going? Do you feel like you're staying on track? You're doing good? You're consistent? Do you feel like you're kind of falling off a little bit? Or maybe you're just like, I just feel stuck. I don't know where to start. I don't know what to do. I feel kind of discouraged. If so, let me know below. Let me know below what's going on. I'd love to give you tips or talk about it and help you and get you where you need to go, or help guide you with what you need to do, give you some advice, whatever it is. You know, I love to see people succeed. So just let me know. And bring it up behind you. And remember, share with your mama friends. If you have any mama friends, pregnant, postpartum, beyond, doesn't matter, invite them. Invite them to this channel, invite them to the group, invite them to my social media, whatever it is, just invite them so that they can have access to all this stuff too. And you guys can always ask any questions. I have people on my social media ask questions daily, especially Instagram. And I answer as many as I possibly can. I also sometimes put them in stories in case anybody else has the question, but I love answering. I love helping however I can. But other than that, again, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. It lets you know every time that I go live. Invite your mama friends, and please come join me on social media. Other than that, I hope that you have a great and wonderful day, wonderful week ahead, and I will talk to you very soon.